Magic ring confusing. Let's fix it slow and super clear. Open your left hand and wrap the yarn around your pinky, then across your index finger. Pinch it with your middle finger and thumb, and make one loop on your middle finger. Insert your hook into the loop, pull up a loop, and chain 1 to get started. This chain doesn't count as a stitch. Now work 6 single crochets into the ring. Go into the ring, pull up a loop, then finish your single crochet. When you look at the top of the stitches, you'll see little V's. Mark your first stitch. I'm going to do that one more time, nice and slow. This is the stitch I use for most amigurumi because it gives you a really clean, tight fabric. Perfect, 2 stitches done. Now repeat the same stitch until you reach 6. Anytime you see something like 6SC in the magic ring, or 8SC in the magic ring, it's the same idea, you're just working 6 or 8 single crochets into the ring. Each little V is 1 stitch. I'm working 6 single crochets here, so you can count the V's as you go. Take your time, slow is totally fine. And after you finish all 6, gently pull the tail to close the center. I'm keeping my stitches nice and tight so they look neat and firm. To join, we need to slip stitch into stitch 1, but the marker can block your hook. Beginners also mix up stitch 1 with the chain 1. So here's a trick. Swap the marker for a scrap yarn marker in a different color than stitch 1 is super easy to spot. Now I'm going to slip stitch to join and chain 1 to start the next round. We'll do this at the end of every round. Make sure to pull your slip stitch nice and tight. That keeps your stitches neat, and your join won't lean to one side. After you finish the slip stitch, tighten that chain 1 too. The slip stitch and that chain 1 are really important. If you tighten them up, your stitches stay neat, and your rounds look clean, especially when you make other amigurumi. Round 2 is all increases. If you start with 8 single crochets in round 1, then round 2 will be 8 increases, so 2 single crochets in each stitch. The bigger your starting round is, the bigger your finished piece will be. That means you'll work 2 single crochets into each stitch. Starting your marked stitch and make your first single crochet. At the same time, just lay the tail on top, so you can crochet over it and hide it. And don't forget to mark your first stitch in round 2 as well. Stitch markers are a huge help for beginners. Then go right back into that same stitch and make 1 more single crochet. That's 1 increase. Repeat that in every stitch all the way around. When you're done, you should have 12 stitches total. When you're learning, it's totally normal to go slow. Just count your stitches each round, so you know everything's right. Slip stitch to join, chain 1, and tighten everything up. Round 3 is a simple repeat. 1 single crochet, then 1 increase. Start in your marked stitch and make 1 single crochet. then mark that stitch again. Stitch markers are seriously a lifesaver. No matter how many rounds you're doing, they help you stay on track and avoid mistakes. In the next stitch, work an increase. So 2 single crochets in the same stitch. That's your first set. Keep repeating 1 single crochet and 1 increase all the way around. Alright, that's 2 repeats done. Now let's do the third one. When you finish, you should have 18 stitches total. Slip stitch to join, chain 1, and tighten everything up. Just follow your pattern step by step from here. This is the basic start you'll use for so many projects. If this helped you, let me know in the comments.